From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. This forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So for the Chargers, it's their first meeting this year against the AFC champs. And these two division rivals, they go back to the AFL days. But this, Charles, kind of a measuring stick game, you feel like, for a young Chargers team.
It certainly is because when you match up with Kansas City, who has dominated in recent years, and feels like they'll continue to dominate for the foreseeable future.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for touchdown.
Touchdown! That's caught at the 2. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert buying time to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Here's Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1, for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there, because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
And the Chiefs force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
It's almost hard to believe that Joey Bosa is in his 6th season now with the Los Angeles Chargers. A Pro Bowler 3 out of the last 4 seasons. He led the team with 7.5 sacks in 2020. One of the great technicians as a pass rusher in the league.
seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge, and that's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year two. The last pick of the first round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great
Herbert has it knocked free.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here. 1st and 10.
At their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Jalen Guyton was undrafted out of North Texas, but he's carved out a nice little role with this offense, especially when he runs routes like that and makes catches.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Herbert on 3rd down now. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. In Kansas City, drafted McCall Hardman, hoping he could be something of a Tyreek Hill clone. They're still trying to find his exact niche. He did have 41 catches last year, and he makes a nice one there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now it's Mahomes again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Room past the 20, and he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Here's a diving catch right side. A big play there just before halftime. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Jared Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And going deep for Hill. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there just before halftime. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Forced out to his left. Room to run past midfield. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there for KC. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And again, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Completes it to Hardman. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll hand off here to Eckler, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he sheds himself free. Touchdown! Jared Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelsey last year. 2nd among NFL tight ends.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Rolling to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
7 yards to pick up there. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. On play action, they'll throw. He'll drop that off to Edwards alone. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And shedding a man at the 40. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 79 yards. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Herbert on first down now. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to...
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 49 yards.
And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. But a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. They'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And some room to maneuver. Jukes by again. There he goes left side. Touchdown, LA.
Austin Eckler.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes being chased out left.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. So that's going to push them back half the distance. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Ty Long now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Catch is made by Hardman. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.